Welcome on back, folks. Hope you all had yourselves a lovely little break. Oh, sorry, Thomas. I didn't mean to break up your jive there. And also, thank you for doing your meds. Proud of you. Always appreciate y'all taking care of yourselves. So thank you for doing that. But yes, we're back. We're just finished with Act 1. We're going to go ahead and see how much further we can go. Full disclosure to all y'all, I am actually feeling really tired tonight, so we'll see how much longer I last, but I'm going to try and see if I can push through as much of this as I can, because I'm loving this so far. I'm very curious to see where this story takes us. We do have a little under an hour until the next ad break, so let's see if maybe we can get through the next act before that happens. But yes, one more act. Let's get through Act 2. That is the goal post that I'm setting, so let's make that happen without any more blabbering from me. Let's see where we get. Back to Freddy.
Hey, Freddy. Have you been waiting up this whole time?
Yeah? A goat man sends you off into the night. Your life is
Thank you, Thomas. 65 months.
What, sleep?
Holy smokes.
You were taken prisoner, kept in a cave by a cyclops, or I don't know, turned into a tree. I was worried sick.
You were worried? How sweet. Turn into a tree, you shouldn't worry. No, seriously, Thomas, thank you. 65 months, holy shit. I can't believe I've been doing this that long. That's just boggles my brain, but truly appreciate you continuing to support me. Thank you, truly. All right, now here comes the penultimate question. If we're only allowed to go one direction with who we're flirting with, do we stick with Freddy or do we go into Persephone? Because I'm kind of liking Persephone. And there's a floating gummy shark. Thank you, Mysterious Anne. Oh, and more gummies. And all the sweets. A witch turned me into a tree once, but then I leafed. Gummy, ha ha ha. Ready? Yeah, I feel like we kind of committed to Freddy in the beginning. I'm kind of thinking that maybe we stick with that route. I'm kind of leaning towards that too. But, ooh, Persephone. But all right, y'all are right. We started with Freddy. We'll stick with Freddy. All right. Freddy for Eddie. Oh, thank you. Yep. I'm getting taken care of today. Like, I'm getting spoiled rotten here. Oh. I know you do. Thank you. All right, we'll stick with Freddy.
Aw. Well, you're my best friend in the whole world, Grace. Plus, what would the band do?
Right, the band. Where are Kaz and Brian anyway?
I told them you were fine, which isn't a lie, because technically you are. Now tell me everything that happened. Huh. Persephone runs a club called the Underworld. That's a little on the nose.
I wouldn't
suggest that would be a twist.
And you ended up staying with her instead of Apollo? I don't know, Grace. She sounds a little volatile.
She's not so bad.
She's not so bad. At least with Persephone, you know exactly where you stand.
I guess. Wow, she just sounds so different from the myths about her. So what are your options? You need to go back to Persephone at some point?
I could go back to Apollo's as well. Make sure he's not sore about what happened.
Oh, and, there's this. Pan left a card, says, "Come by Olympus." I doubt he means the mountain in Greece.
What would he mean then? Idols live there? I just spoke to him? What could he want? I just spoke to him.
I just spoke to him at the Underworld. If he wanted something, why didn't he just talk to me there?
Because he's creepy and wants to get you alone?
Still not a fan?
You know how some people just set your teeth on edge? That's Pan. I can't help it. But it doesn't matter. I said I'd help, and that's what I'll do. You can count on me, Grace.
Thanks, Freddy.
The muse? Oh, the embodiment of inspiration. Can you believe it?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay. So, talk to Mommy Persephone, talk to the sultry Pan, or talk to Apollo, who's just the moody broody Apollo. Lures you in with cookies, answers, then bam, murdered. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be Apollo. But I should talk to Persephone or go see what Pan wants. Pan seems like a trap. Persephone, we did just leave. We haven't really gotten to talk to Pan more. That is a good point. I am kind of leaning towards Pan. There was a joke in there. To Pan.
I'd say hello, Grace, but I'm afraid that look on your face might be catching.
What is this place?
It's a garden, darling. Surely even mortals have them.
Sus.
This building. All those people I pass getting up here. Are they all idols?
Oh, at least some of them. Welcome to Olympus, dear Grace. Our home hidden away in plain sight. Marvelous, isn't it?
The garden in this economy? Is Olympus hidden?
I've passed this part of the city 100 times. I've never seen this building. Was it always here? Or...
Our Lady Hecate provides glamours that allow certain things to go unseen, such as my glorious horns. Olympus is the same. Those invited see it. Those who aren't see exactly what they expect. It's not anywhere as grand as in the old country, but it serves its purpose.
This isn't grand.
I don't know, Pan. Olympus seems pretty grand to me.
As if mortals would know any better. This isn't the first time you've been here. I'm sure Hermes took you to Athena's dreary office.
That's here? Huh.
Good one, that Hermes. Almost as dull-witted as the original, but biddable.
I swear, his voice is just oof.
How many idols are there? I've met, less than 12?
Oh, I don't know, 20, 30. Our numbers have dwindled so much I've stopped keeping track.
I didn't know there were that many gods.
We're not all equally legendary, it's true. Some idols were barely worshipped, others not at all. Indeed, not all of us are idols. Some are merely immortal. Hangers-on, if you will. You'll meet them all, given time.
Do most idols live here?
Idols live here? I mean, Calliope didn't, obviously. Apollo doesn't either.
One must have special dispensation from Our Lady of Wisdom, Athena, before they can take up a private dung heap like Apollo's.
Am I gonna have to give him my apartment?
That's rather putting the cart before the horse, darling. First, you must outlive the weak.
Not wrong.
Right. Good point. You asked me to meet you here?
I did. Though I feared you might decline, considering your rather callous rejection earlier. Regardless, my
Carrie Payton
pride is intact, as is the favor you owe me, which I now wish to collect.
I was expecting this. I'm not breaking rules for you. I was expecting this.
Oh, sure. I'm totally in a position to help others right now. Lay it on me.
Here's the thing. A friend has begged for my help, and you're far better suited than I to offer what he requires. I'll give you a key to reach the reliquary where he resides. You help him, and then we're even. If that's not enough incentive, the reliquary is also where you'll find the lovely Hecate. A sorceress of her power could aid your quest. What do you say?
What kind of favor is this?
This person I'm to help. What does he want? And why can't you do it?
Well, Grace, there are some things you're better equipped to handle than I. This, as I understand it, is a delicate matter of the heart. One that requires a muse's hand.
A matter of the heart.
What, did you think I was sending you to rough someone up? Set something aflame? Don't be absurd. The man has an issue with his love life. Even if you can't help him, I'll treat the effort as worth the favor.
That's it?
So that's it? Fix up someone's love life? Nothing trickier than that?
Oh, the way you talk, Grace. It makes me blush.
Well, it's just that...
I trade in willing favors, Grace. If I didn't, no one would want to do as I ask, and then where would I be? I may seem untrustworthy, but allow me to reassure you. If I wish you harm, you will walk into that harm knowingly and with open arms.
That sounded like a threat. You have a very sly tongue. No, we're not flirting with Pan, we're sticking with Freddy.
That's exactly what someone untrustworthy would say.
It will not take you long to learn, dear Grace, that among the idols there are fewer truth-tellers than there are liars. Truths can be hard, after all. But deception? Deception is as boring as it is simple.
But Hecate really helped me.
This Hecate, do you think she could help me?
If she's of a mind. She is the goddess of dark magic, the creator of all our marvelous glamours. If anyone can help you, it is she.
And if she's not of a mind?
Then she won't help you. Grace, that part is up to you. I can't be expected to do everything, can I?
What is
What
reliquary?
is this reliquary? Doesn't that have something to do with the bones of saints or something?
Not those relics. Our relics. The relics of ancient gods. Magical treasures collected over thousands of years. Books, mainly. We store them in a faraway place so no one unsavory can get their hands on them.
Books.
Unsavory like you?
Unsavory
That face.
Athena has decreed that these relics are not to be used by any save Hecate and herself. A rather dull waste of so much amassed knowledge and power, but who am I to judge? I'm not leader of the chorus.
It's reliquary
These
dangerous.
relics are off limits. Does that mean they're dangerous?
Some, but I'm not asking you to chase after any of that nonsense. In fact, I'd advise against it.
But what if one of those relics could help me?
My, such an adventurer you are. It's possible, but ask Hecate first. She, and I mean this with complete and uncharacteristic seriousness, is not an idol you or anyone wishes to cross.
I'll consider it.
I'll think about it. But no promises.
Marvelous. The gentleman you seek is named Asterion. Lovely fellow, quite harmless. I'll send a package to your domicile that contains directions and the key you'll need to reach the reliquary.
I said no promises.
Well, if you decide to go, Grace, you'll still need all those things. Say hello to darling Hecate on my behalf, will you?
Okay. Well, I guess we can go to the reliquary or talk to Persephone. Do we trust Pan at his word, or do we go to Persephone first? We haven't actually met Hecate yet. Maybe we go there and we get some information. Yeah, I agree. Relics.
When I opened that shipping container, I was expecting, I don't know, rats.
Yeah.
Instead we have... Where the hell are we?
It's hard to say. Weren't we going to some kind of library?
I thought you'd like it. See, I was told. This might not be safe.
That's how Pan described it. He said it was a, what's the word? A reliquary?
That is where relics are kept, like magic items, like when we played D&D.
This is nothing like D&D.
Well, I don't know about you, Grace, but if a dragon came flying out of that mist, I would not be the least bit surprised.
You are such a nerd.
Speaking of, How much do you actually know about Hecate and this idol you're supposed to help?
That's how we're
The
helping.
idol we're here to help is named Asterion.
And you know who that is, right?
No. Should I?
That's the Minotaur's real name. You know, big bullhead, horns, lives in a giant labyrinth.
Pan did not mention that.
Why am I not surprised?
Is Minotaur dangerous?
This Minotaur. You don't think he might be dangerous, do you?
Well, traditionally he eats people, but he was also supposed to have been slain by the hero Theseus.
Well, not so slain after all. Pan says he has a problem with his love life.
Maybe he needs to stop eating all his girlfriends?
Okay.
Okay, I knew that sounded wrong the moment I said it.
Tell me about
Do you
Hecate.
know anything about this Hecate? It's not a name that rings bells.
Let's see. Well, she was the goddess of witchcraft, the really dark kind.
Oh.
But she's never really portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider, lived alone, off in her little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I bet knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
You are amazing. Well, if we're gonna stick to it, we're sticking to it. Flirting time. The sort that, yeah.
I'm so glad I brought you, Freddy. I wouldn't know the first thing about any of this.
Nah. Well, I hope it's actually helpful to tell you these things.
Why wouldn't it be?
Because it could all be wrong. I would have never pegged Apollo for a surfer dude with confidence issues.
I mean,
Yeah, good point.
well, you should go in.
We should go inside instead of standing out here in the fog.
It's more of a mist, really.
A mist potentially full of monsters.
In we go, then. Are you really planning on doing that favor for Pan?
I'm interested in the relics if I can. Not at all. This is my specialty. I mean, I am kind of interested in the relics.
Honestly, the reliquary is what I'm really interested in.
Ooh, a plan C. Go on.
There has to be some magical relic that could help me out. The trick will be finding it and getting my hands on it.
That will be a trick, yeah. I love your plans.
Into the door we go. Oh my.
I guess the Titan thing is literal, huh?
Mortals within the reliquary. Who permits this intrusion, this sacrilege? This
my.
knowledge is not meant for the likes of you. I shall grind you into the dust from whence you came.
I'm no mortal.
But I'm not mortal! Wow, does that sound weird coming out of my mouth?
You, perhaps, but the one with you? Mortals cannot learn of the knowledge kept here. Not ever!
Freddy is special. Freddy is special. Pan said so.
Freddy's not just any mortal. She's special. And she already knows about the idols.
We have been revealed. We are undone!
What? No, not undone. I swear, I can go if you want. I will. I'm not gonna tell a soul. It's enough that I even got to see this place. It is so amazing. It's like the Great Library of Alexandria, which, you know, was destroyed, and one of the greatest tragedies of human history.
Are we gonna bond over books? Are we gonna bond over books?
I have created this sanctuary at great cost. Knowledge is fragile and must be respected.
Hecate, meet Freddy.
If you want someone who respects knowledge, Freddy is definitely your gal. Hecate? Meet Freddy. Music lover, writer of lyrics, reader of so many books, I doubt she even knows how many.
Hi. Big fan.
Ah, mortal, you wish to see more. I can see the fire burning in your eyes.
Just a little bit.
Oh my god, you have no idea. Ever since Grace told me about this place, I have been dying to see it with my own eyes. Seriously. Like, is that a spiral staircase over there? Can I climb that thing? Do you have like those ladders that like slide around and like help you go higher? Because I would love to just like stand on those. It's like my dream. I like, have dreams about it, and it's like my favorite thing to even just, like, dream about books in general.
No, you cannot be Grace.
Sure am.
Then Calliope is dead. Is that now? I thought that was not for another 11 months yet.
You knew it would happen?
Wait, what? You knew Calliope was going to die?
No, I am not informed of this for another 11 months and 3 days.
Or I could just tell you now?
That cannot be. It is written. Yes, it's right here. Calliope joins Grace's band. They become friends. Months later, there is an automobile accident and...
An accident? No, that's not what happened.
Are you saying the books are wrong?
You have a problem.
Guess I'm not the only one with a problem.
But this cannot be.
The sooner you accept that someone, somehow, screwed up your magic books, the sooner we can get on to figuring out what happened.
Uh-oh.
You will explain. We will both sit, and you will explain. There will be tea.
Oh, okay. Well, at least we get to have tea.
This book you speak of, she goes back in time to meet a Scotsman lover who exists in the past?
Oh yeah, several times. It's pretty awesome. You really don't have it?
Mortal printing has outpaced my capacity, I fear. I must focus my efforts on a select portion
She is kind of wonderful.
I hate to interrupt girl talk, but you said we have a problem?
Indeed. From what you have described, something outside the realm of fate has occurred.
Is that even possible?
It is, but I must follow the threads back to their source to find the origin of the deviation. It may take years of research.
Years? I don't have years.
That is unfortunate. If there is nothing else, I must ask you both to leave so I may begin at once.
Can you speed that up?
Is there no way to speed that up? Whoever's behind it might be the murderer.
Such threads are not so easily untangled. I must consult the Moirai, if indeed they are not the ones responsible.
The Moi what?
You might know them as the Fates. They, or any beings of a sufficiently cosmic nature, have the power to undo the order of things.
That does not sound good.
Certainly not. They are also not beings I can summon at a whim to solve your mystery. I am sorry.
Can I meet Asterion?
Actually, I came here to speak to Asterion. If, he is here.
A visitor for Asterion? How strange.
Oh, are we doing guests? Is that a thing? I didn't know.
Wow, okay. Freddy was right.
As if there was any doubt.
My old friend, this is Grace. She is our muse from the line of Calliope, and it is she who asked for you.
Be our guest. Pan sent me... He did say to say hi. Can we talk? Maybe let's see what Pan sent me. You just want to talk? Sure. Can we talk?
Hi there. Can we talk? Somewhere in private?
Talk? What, you and me? Why? What about?
You know, about a delicate matter that maybe you needed help with?
Oh, nope. No, I have no idea what you're talking about. No delegates here.
There you have it, Grace. I believe now is the time when you leave.
But there must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. Not this time.
Please say, it is written.
It is written.
Did you hear that? Pan sends me all this way and Asterion won't even talk to us?
Maybe there's another Asterion?
Yeah, more likely Pan's got me chasing my tail. This was pointless.
Well, I don't think we're getting back inside. Do you have another plan?
I can sneak in. I go back to Pan. Time to use my powers. Either probably time to use my powers, maybe, or sneak in. I'd say maybe use my powers, maybe. I could go back to Pan. Ask him WTF. I think it's time for a musical number.
I don't know if my powers will even work on Hecate, but it's worth a shot.
Ooh, a musical number. Do you think this one could be, do you hear what I'm hearing?
Oh, you still here? I had to run the entire... Oh, that's a long way, innit? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to send you away, alright? I just couldn't tell you, not in front of Kate.
Kate?
Kate? You don't mean...
Oh, that is so cute.
I heard what you said about Calliope. I can help you. I really, really can. It has to be you. I am so in love with my dear sweet Kate. I just don't know how to tell her. Please, help me tell her.
Kim likes her. You're in love with
Let me get
Hecate.
this straight. You're in love with Hecate. That Hecate.
Oh, mate, Kate is... She's just the best. Like, she knows everything and she always smells so good. Like, she's so nice to me and she doesn't even have to be. Oh, we got stuck in the tower together because we can't live in the mortal world. I know I could make her happy. Well, I want to try. Oh, won't you help me?
Why Kate?
Do you really call Hecate Kate? Off topic, I know, but I have to ask.
Well, sometimes she has to go into the mortal world for a
Minikate.
short time and do things for Athena.
Uh-huh. And...
Well, she had to make up a magic disguise, you know, a new identity. And I thought she should give it a proper name.
And you suggested Kate?
Yeah, she really liked it. She said, "Thank you, Asterion."
Okay, this is kind of cute. Why not talk to Hecate?
have you tried, I don't know, talking to her about how you feel? I take that as a no.
I don't have the words. I've tried. Every time I end up knocking over a table or killing a cat or talking about how sometimes meat has that grisly texture I don't like.
You killed her cat? Oh, no.
It was a small cat. I panicked. I'm just not good at words, right? Really not good.
Let's assume I help you.
Okay, so you're in love with Hecate. What is it you think I can do?
A muse knows about poetry and the heart and how to make words beautiful. All I want is to ask her, but I need good words. You know, please say you'll help me.
Doesn't this seem weird? What will you do in return? What if she turns you down? Doesn't this seem weird? I don't know. I could ask what will you do in return. This does seem like a kind of an exchange of some sort. Doesn't this seem weird? What if she turns you down? I don't know. I don't like that one, but... What will you do in return? Yeah.
I
let's
do
see what
this and you'll help me in return, right?
Athena made Kate swear she's not allowed to say anything about what happens at the tower. But she never made me swear.
Ooh, loopholes.
Anyone would ask. But I'll tell you, even if Kate doesn't like it, I'll tell you.
If I do this first.
If you help me, any trouble will be worth it.
Mm-hmm. Are we just agreeing to this? Or do we ask more questions? I think we're just agreeing to this, right? Guess we do this? Do it.
I can't say I'm exactly sure what to do.
Can't you just, start the music?
Yeah, but to do what?
Oh, leave that to me. I am so excited about this, I can't even stand it.
What exactly did you have in mind, Freddy?
I'll set up a vibe and you go for it.
I'm not great at words. I'm more of a dancer.
Just speak from the heart. Be honest. You can do it.
You cast a spell on me.
Okay, starting strong.
Literally, obviously.
There's the fumble.
But I feel in summary, you and me are meant to be. 'Cause you put a hex on me.
Ugh.
You didn't do it to me directly. I'm not blaming you specifically, just that metaphorically. Shit, can someone help me?
Try complimenting her.
It's okay. Okay, what are some of the things you love about her?
Hecate, with you, there's so much to love.
Yep, compliment seemed like the right choice.
Saying you're fat.
Did not just say that.
Oh my god.
Tell her something she doesn't know about herself.
Okay, T, to me, you know you in rapture?
Ooh, good word.
Is your pallid skin, your lips are so thin, your love of books.
Asterian, I have but one thought. Why is it that you seem so distraught? Are you saying you're in love with me? You couldn't possibly. Really?
Oh, you're doing great. Give it another go.
You've cast a spell on me. It's a feeling that's killing me. But let's say categorically, okay, T, it's just you and
Keep charming her if it's time to her to speak. Maybe keep charming her a little more. I'm not sure that we're ready yet. Really? Okay, sure.
I cannot hide from my reality. I can't help but think it's best that you forget me. I feel so little joy. My want is to destroy. You will come to resent me. I'm truly fond of you. Yet now it appears that you love me. How can you be so sure? What is my allure?
It's not a no. It's not a no.
I could never make you cry.
It's not my tears I fear. What if I lose you?
Couldn't. Oh, I feel so powerless.
Let me be crystal clear. Do you believe this love of yours shall persevere? Despite all it won't face, it won't disappear. My virtues are few, and if we see this through, the pain that we share may be too severe.
Oh, of course she sings my song better than I do.
It's not as bad as you think, or Freddy help him. Maybe Freddy? Freddy might have some good advice on this one. Hecate likes Freddy, so maybe that'll work. Yeah, Freddy help him.
Freddy, you gotta step in.
Me?
Yeah, you're just as qualified as I am.
Hecate, I'd say he's really put himself out there. Now he cannot undo. It's a brave thing to do. Wish I had his daring. I'm saying that I've missed out before. Last chances rushed out that exit door. I could never let my heart be heard, and it's withering. Now I'm reconsidering.
Ooh. I'm sensing some subtleties here. You need to both speak from the heart. Let Hecate respond. Both speak from the heart, maybe? I'm kind of thinking both speak from the heart. Because Hecate is kind of resisting. Yeah, both speak from the heart.
I have always counted on you to speak honestly, you're at my beck and call. I've never thanked you at all.
Both? Both is good.
You still love me. I let travelers know which way to go, but it bothers me. My own path I forego, always seemed apropos. Yet where has this led me?
Maybe one step across the line will weave its own spell in given time.
The thought with which I must contend
This is really sweet.
is, can I love my best friend?
Yes. Just decide.
You deserve a love story.
Asterion,
Kate?
it seems you've cast a spell on me.
You will not regret this.
Not yet. It is written. You've cast a spell on me. To think I shall have my own story. You've cast a spell on me. And we shall write it together. You've cast a spell on me. A tale of romance and glory.
I know a big woman.
Cast a spell on me. But do we have enough leather? You've cast a spell.
That was out of nowhere.
That was diverting. You felt this way the entire time, Asterion, and you said nothing?
I didn't think I was worthy. I mean, look at me. I'm only, half a man.
You have been a devoted friend over the long and lonely years, Asterion. I only wish I had realized sooner we could have been more. As for you, Grace, I thank you for arranging this diversion, however it came to pass.
You could help me in return. Wasn't it written? I'm happy it worked out. It was Freddy's idea. Wasn't it written?
I don't get it. Didn't you know this would happen? Wasn't it written?
Of course it was. It was also written that I would be unaware of Asterion's feelings until he spoke them to me.
But you knew that.
I follow the rules. It is written.
Okay. Hecate, you perplex me. So, she's by the rules, or do I just let Asterion help me? I'm happy it worked out. It was Freddy's idea. It wasn't Freddy's idea. Happy it worked out, or you can help me in return. We can ask.
You know, there is a way to repay me. I still need to find out who killed Calliope.
I fear I am oath-sworn to discuss no matters that occur within these halls.
But all I need is...
If there are revelations from my investigation into the abnormality, you shall be informed. Come, Asterion, I wish to speak of this further.
It was Freddy's idea.
And find an appropriate outfit.
Hey, wait for me outside, yeah?
How long are we supposed to wait? It's been over an hour.
I'm sure
Mitigate
it's fine,
for the
Grace.
win.
I doubt the Minotaur would break his promise. Say, when I tell you.
Whew. You still here? I'm sorry. Kate had a lot to say.
I'm sure. Is everything okay?
Everything's okay, I hope?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was so wonderful. Kate just wanted to talk about feelings and that, which, well, neither of us are good at. Right, so, I suppose you want to know how Calliope broke into the reliquary that night.
She did what?
No, we didn't know anything about that. Do Do you mean the night she died?
Oh, well, I thought you already knew. Yeah, the night Calliope died, she broke in somehow. Thing is, we know she didn't take anything or even touch anything. I just remember the alarms, and I chased after her.
Did you ever find Calliope?
You chased Calliope, but did you ever catch up with her?
No. If I'd have caught her, I'd have brought her back and Kate would have gotten answers out of her. All I know is that she was hurt, bleeding bad, but I don't know why. I wanted to help her, but she got away in the fog. Then I ran into Medusa.
Wait, what? Medusa? Here?
Oh boy.
Yeah. Well, she's not normally here. I think maybe she was chasing after Calliope too.
Why is Medusa
What was
here?
Medusa doing here?
She was chasing after Calliope too, I think, but she wouldn't say why. I asked. She never got into the reliquary though. She was just out here in the fog.
Couldn't Medusa have broken in like Calliope did?
Yeah, but I chased Calliope from the reliquary. If Medusa had been there, I would have seen her.
How do you know nothing was taken?
How do you know Calliope didn't touch or take anything?
Kate knows everything in the reliquary, right down to the last book. She's been looking, but she can't figure if anything was touched. It makes her so mad not to know. And it made Athena pretty mad too.
I can imagine.
Athena got involved?
Yeah, when Kate finally told her, Athena wants Kate to keep investigating, but it doesn't look good.
So Athena knows what happened here.
Athena knows what happened here the night Calliope died?
Yeah, Kate told her a day or so later, I think. We didn't know Calliope died that night, though.
What? Athena didn't mention it?
Nope. Not that that's weird. She's not the chatty type, you know. She came in all quiet and cool, wanted to know who was here that night and what Calliope might have wanted. She swore Kate to silence. Not me, though. Guess she's not as smart as Kate.
How was Calliope wounded?
How could Calliope have been wounded?
It couldn't have been Medusa, like I said. She never got close.
But Calliope was wounded inside the reliquary?
That's where the blood was. We don't have anything that would attack anyone, though.
So someone else. But they did it inside the reliquary.
If so, they vanished after.
Reliquary has alarms?
Did you say the reliquary has alarms? Like burglar alarms, cameras?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It just has a lot of protections. You know, magic.
I don't know magic, actually.
Oh, well, it's just meant to keep the dangerous stuff from being touched. It was set off,
checks out.
so something happened in the reliquary. We just, don't know what exactly.
How did Calliope get inside?
Those alarms don't go off if someone breaks into the reliquary? They don't detect intruders?
Well, normally nobody does that.
Calliope did. Someone else could have.
Yeah, but the alarms are just to protect all the books and relics. That's it. Whatever Calliope did here, it was enough to set off the alarms. That's all I know.
What kind of relics are there?
What relics are there? Maybe Calliope was looking for one but couldn't find it before...
Yeah, that I'm not supposed to say.
Do you have the golden fleece, the shield of Zeus, the sword of Damocles?
Oh my god!
Is it suspended?
You know a lot about that stuff for a mortal.
So it's all real?
I can neither confirm nor deny any of that. All I know is that nothing got used and nothing got taken.
That's all I need to know.
This means Calliope came here the night she died. This is where she was attacked.
But we don't know by whom.
We know Medusa was here. She might even have been involved.
She's super scary, but, you know she works for Athena, right? I thought maybe that's why she was here, but Athena said she didn't know about it.
That does seem suspicious.
If that's all you need, then I have to go. Kate will be so mad if she finds me gone. Good luck, Muse.
You okay there, friendo?
I'm missing something.
I just can't help but feel like I'm missing something right in front of me.
How so?
Calliope came here for a reason. Why? Someone has to know because they knew she was here.
True.
And Athena knows what went down here. She can't honestly still think it was me, can she?
One thing at a time, Grace. You'll figure it out. I know you will.
I guess so. Next thing is to go back to Pan. Tell him his favor is done.
What an adventure.
Sorry?
You're just lucky, Grace. Luckier than you think. You go do what you have to, and I'll meet you back at the apartment, okay?
Back to Pan.
I hope you're here, because I don't know where else to look for you.
Of course I'm here, Grace. Where else would I be but amongst the trees and the wild things? I really must thank you, by the by. Asterion is simply over the moon, and he's already repaid me with this select tome from the reliquary.
You wanted a book?
That's why you did all this? Because you wanted some book?
Not just some book, but a tome from the forbidden depths.
I doubt Hecate would be pleased.
Oh, most assuredly not. Neither would Athena, which makes it all the more delicious. I trust you got what you needed. More grist for the mill of your innocence, as it were.
You knew I would.
You already knew I would, right?
Oh? Did I?
Come on, Pan. How stupid do you think I am? The place you sent me for this favor just happens to be where Calliope was attacked. You had to know I'd discover that. If you wanted me to know, why not just tell me? What's the angle? Tell me why I shouldn't be suspicious, Pan.
You have no reason to be suspicious. I know nothing of what happened to Calliope at the reliquary. I suppose the question at the heart of this is, do you believe me?
You're enjoying this. This is trying so hard to get me to flirt with him. I'm trying to, not without proof. I mean, I'm trying to.
I'm trying to, Pan, but you make this really hard.
Ah, yes. Doubt. What a fascinating concept, and an excellent reason to hesitate. Alas, it is my burden to be forever condemned by my idle brethren. I've become accustomed to it. Truly. I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall. If you're looking for innocence, however, well, I'm afraid that's one thing I cannot provide.
And if I can't accept that? If I find out you're somehow involved in this?
You'll do what you do, and I'll do what I do, and we'll see where that takes us.
You are the worst. I still need your help. I'll leave then. You are the worst. I don't really want to ask for his help again because I feel like that's going to wind up having us owe him another favor. But, like, he might still have useful information, but, like... I kind of want to jab him a little bit. I feel like he deserves it after all that. I'm
We'll
jabbing
see
him.
where that takes us. Pan, you are just the worst.
Aren't I, though? If I can make a suggestion, live the high life. Throw caution to the wind.
That's your suggestion?
And why not? It's the same as when I first met you, Grace. You can enjoy being an idol. Simply follow my lead.
Oh! Oh boy. Now we have to actually make a call, I see. Sorry. We're dedicated to Freddy. I don't want to, but I'm following advice of outside factors. She did call me friend, but she also sang in that song about having regrets about certain things, and I think there might be something there. Believe me, every part of my poly heart is trying to go, we should pick both, but I have a suspicion that the friend is going to, the game is going to do bad things to me if I choose both. Although I have a feeling there's probably an achievement for doing that. But the nice thing about this game is that it does do multiple playthroughs. So maybe we do this playthrough where we commit to Freddy. Maybe we think about. I can make regrets too. Live life, then do perfect? Alright, that's fair. Very encouraged to do multiple runs. No, I do understand this. I'm getting... Okay, I feel like this is a poll. This is a poll, y'all. Thomas, get the poll going. Who's gonna tell Freddy? Alright, now I'm just getting the impression that you're just going full Chaos Goblin here, Taryn. Are you trying to get me busted? Are you trying to get me in trouble? Are you trying to stir up chaos? Ugh! This is the problem with games that make me make decisions. Yes, also yes, of course, yes. I don't know, my BFF. Oh my god, Thomas. I like that. Yes, yes, also yes, of course, yes. I don't know, my BFF. Also want you to go with Pan? I mean, also fair. We're definitely leaning towards yes here. I am upset I cannot spend my points like last time. All right. Looks like the eyes have it. Why not?
Oh, why not?
See now, this is why I like you. Such a sense of the inappropriate.
Ah, we got music.
It is an ugly business living among the gods. You'll always twist an arm, even if you're trying not to. And so I say, let's do it. The world, it needs that guy who is prepared to move the pieces in from every side. All of the world's on the edge of a knife. So I choose partying. There's no need for strife. So dance, little Gracie, come, won't you dance? Only so much of your life's in your hands. Haven't I helped you? The rest is chance. So come on, let's have this dance. So what, the call was close. We're both alive and well. We'll live to fight another day, as far as I can tell. And even if you don't, and I expect you won't, I promise you'll be glad you spent the night with me.
Oh my. That was forward.
Dance, little Gracie, come, won't you dance? Only so much of your life's in your hands. Haven't I helped you? The rest is chance. So come.
You're hiding your feelings.
Let's have this dance.
Do you really think I'm so hopeless? Or is it you who's afraid to show me how you really feel?
The call out.
Like that grace we both know this is who I am. I can't change, so take it or leave it. I won't repeat it. I'm only here for the dance.
You don't have any hope for me, do you? You're just taking what you can get before it's over.
I've seen this story many times, Grace. I've told this story many times. And it always ends the same way. You're hoping to find Medusa, I expect.
Changing the subject? And how do you even know about that?
I'm just trying to be helpful, Grace. In my way. You'll find Medusa at a dingy little club appropriately named the Viper's Nest. Give her my regards. But do be careful if you call on her, Grace. Medusa is a hideous monster and should be treated as such.
I'm getting the impression that this is not entirely the case. All right, we've been kind of putting off talking to Persephone. So we can go straight to Medusa, or we can chat with Persephone and see what she's up to. All right, to the lair. Pan is afraid of feelings.
This must be the Viper's Nest. Scariest part of town, no sign. Just that one dude glaring at everyone. Well, I'm here now. Just another day in the life of an idol.
Oh, there you are. Man, this place is the worst. I think someone peed on me.
Where'd you come from?
What are you doing here?
What, you thought I wouldn't notice you skulking off? You didn't even bring any equipment, Grace.
You have equipment? You shouldn't be here. I'm glad you're here. I adore you. Yeah. Fuck it.
Freddie, please tell me you don't think you're some kind of adventurer.
I'm sorry. Are you not about to head into a monster's lair at great personal peril? What else would you call that?
You're such a dork. I adore you.
Good, because I'm not about to let you wander in there without backup. Who knows? Maybe the stuff I know about Medusa might actually apply. Well, that'd be a switch.
Yes, Mysterious End is still awake. Hello, hon. What do you know?
I'll bite. What
But can I have a little bit of peril?
Well, you know, she was human once, right? And she was cursed?
Not really, no.
Cursed by Athena. Or so one of the stories goes, anyway.
But doesn't she work for Athena?
Hey, don't look at me. My knowledge of this stuff stops at a few thousand years ago.
I adore Freddy, but I'm sorry, I prefer the company of men. I mean, valid. Medusa is a monster, though?
She was once human, but she's definitely a monster, right?
Yeah, one of the worst. But, you know, so was the Minotaur.
Asterion said she was scary. I have a feeling she's not like him.
Then I guess you need to be prepared for the possibility that she is as bad as the legends say. Though some of the stories also say that she was wronged by Athena and that what was done to her was an injustice.
And Athena just follows the rules, right?
I mean, valid. Can she really turn people into stone?
She actually turns people to stone?
Let's hope not, or this could be a short visit. Or a really, really long one.
I'm serious.
I mean, where did she just get that thing from? I mean, seriously.
Back at her. Oh, maybe you could use your phone.
You think that would work?
Unless you brought
Also,
some
welcome on
mirrors,
in.
that's all you got.
This is my first playthrough playing this, so I'm very excited to see where things go.
Okay,
Let's
enough
do this.
talking. Time to
Gun
do this.
lesbians.
You have a plan for how we're getting inside, I hope?
Maybe. You're here to help?
Always.
Then I have a plan.
Oh, here's Athena from the epic soundtrack. I mean, fair. Use a distraction, find another entrance, confront the enforcer. Well, Distraction, maybe, or find another entrance. I'm kind of leaning towards you find another entrance, start that way. Hope you're all doing well. Enjoy this game. Absolutely. No, I'm having a blast with this so far. It's been so delightful. Let's find another entrance. Let's see where else we can get it.
Nothing in your bag for bashing a lock, I take it?
I thought this was an adventure, not break and enter.
What do you think adventures are, Freddy?
I still can't believe you can do that. It's like I don't even know you. And is this a good idea? What if Medusa, like, calls the cops?
Musical is nice, gets you emotional. Oh yeah, for sure. You have a better idea?
As I recall, your big idea was to distract the guy at the front door with firecrackers.
They're legal. And loud.
Do I even want to know what else is in there?
No, it's probably better if you don't.
And there we go. Coming?
Oh, hell yes. I wouldn't miss this for the world.
Time to split up and have a look around.
All right. We made it in. Hi?
What a long day, hiding in the light.
Hi, Medusa.
Day, dreaming of tonight, this sacred bite. Hello, who's that there? You've messed up my flow. Just get your drink, girl, and take your seat.
Oh my.
It's the muse. There are sacred bites, and then there's this sacred bite. So wrong, so right. I'm really gonna hate myself too.
I kind of love this. My Symmetra? Ooh, I love that. You don't want to fight me.
Medusa.
And yes, I heard there are so many different variants in this game.
This is something you don't want to
Yeah,
do.
it's really cool.
Tell me more.
I love all the character design in this game so far.
A prime sashimi with opinions too.
Medusa, listen. I'm warning you.
Yes, keep on warning
There's no
me.
rewinding. It's something you can't undo. Can't undo.
It's kind of the point, lovely. Now look into me. Your body goes freely.
Oh dear. What's happening to me? Don't do this.
Can you say that once again? I missed it. You really want to sing, but you're silly.
I should have fought. You're right.
It's meant to work that way. I call it the preparation. Yes, I could make you stone, but then my dinner's blown. That's why.
Okay, fine, let's do this. I'm not worth your trouble. We should be friends instead. Kind of in the fine, let's do this.
Look into me.
So nice.
Hey, look
You flipped that hood. Then out came the snakes.
The magic of friendship.
So finally, some stakes. Oh, the ice thing. What a difference.
The Athena made you like this, right?
monster makes.
Let's try to be friends.
Athena made you like this.
She was mad at me. So,
Well, why was she mad?
she said I'd been bad.
Had you been?
No. Now look
Use your phone to reflect Medusa's gaze. I think I get why you're like this. Okay, do we relate? Or do we fight back? Pan did say to remember that she's a monster. I kind of want to relate. We're relating.
Listen, Medusa, please. Athena hides you, she's ashamed of you. But she profits all the same from you. If she'd done that to me, I'd be like you.
you could never.
If I'd been damaged in a way that
Then
you
kill her.
can't undo.
You're not a killer.
I know. Wait. So you know that it's true. That I didn't do it.
No.
Yes, you do know. You know. Does that mean Athena knows?
No.
Persephone could help you. Ooh, that's actually not a bad idea. Persephone could help you.
You're not gonna look. Fine, great.
Don't you see, Medusa? You are just her tool. Your queen's a user. Your Athena's fool. Persephone. She's a friend to me. We can get you free.
You said to me,
Persephone. Get you free. Is that a yes?
That's amazing.
It's a start. It's a start.
Maybe what? Did I miss something?
Is she serious?
That depends. What do you think, Medusa? Will you help me out?
Oh, fine. Fine. What exactly is it that you
Yes, we ended up going with the clever route. Why were you at the reliquary is probably a good start.
You were at the reliquary the night Calliope was murdered. I want to know why.
Blast! This is why I didn't tell Lady Athena. I knew it would come back to haunt me. I only followed pretty Calliope to the reliquary. I never spoke to her, never even caught up to her. I swear it.
That's what Asterion told us, more or less.
But you were there that night.
Yes, yes, I admit it. Ugh, Lady Athena will have my head. She'll mount it on a pike. Whatever you might think of me, I had no part in the Muse's death. I did not even know she'd been attacked until I saw her fleeing.
Have I been to Aphrodite's? No, I have not yet. I've only met Aphrodite the one time so far, which was when we met the chorus, but I haven't actually had a chance to interact with her since then. Why were you following Calliope?
You followed Calliope to the reliquary. Why were you shadowing her at all?
I am Lady Athena's spy master, yes. Calliope has been trouble from time to time.
So you were spying on her.
I keep watch over every idol who no longer lives in Olympus, but especially Calliope. When I realized she was headed to the reliquary that eve, I followed. I had a duty to Athena.
Did you find out why Calliope was there?
Did you ever find out why Calliope went there?
I was never close enough to ask. When I drew near to the reliquary, that is when I saw the muse fleeing. She was frightened, bloodied, dying.
Let me guess, that made you hungry.
I gave chase, yes, but to discover the truth. I knew Lady Athena would wish to know.
That does make sense from your perspective.
I didn't learn the truth until later. And then it was far too late.
Asterion said you met.
Asterion said he caught up with you out in the fog. Is that right?
I thought he was the one who had attacked her. He is a great beast of a creature.
He killed Hecate's cat by accident, but this still seems hard to believe.
Yes, I only realized my mistake once I caught up to him, and by then the muse was gone.
And you never found her afterwards?
I thought she might flee to her pretty home, or to the sharp and prickly Persephone. She did neither.
Yeah, she came to see me.
You didn't tell Athena?
You haven't told Athena any of this? You agreed to help, remember?
I told her Calliope was at the reliquary that night. I did not tell her I was also there.
Why not? Wouldn't Athena find out from Hecate anyway?
I was not thinking clearly. I panicked. Lady Athena barely tolerates my presence as it is. If she thought I was involved in any way, if she even suspected.
How can we believe you?
Why should we believe you? You did just try to eat me, remember?
I agreed to help you. I speak the truth.
Right, and not at all trying to cover your own ass.
You presented an opportunity. Oh, to taste the sweet, sweet blood of a hero once again. It's a problem. I've been working on it, I really have. I know it's hard to believe what a monster tells you, but it is true.
Fast enough questions.
Okay, let's say we believe you. For the moment.
I've told you everything I know. We have a bargain. You said my curse might be lifted.
Hey, I'll ask Persephone. That's all I can do.
Whatever you do, pretty muse, I beg you. Do not tell Athena of my indiscretion. Show mercy. I know what I am horrifies you. It horrifies me as well. I cannot help what I am. I did not ask to be cursed like this.
Have you done this before?
Whether I tell Athena depends. Have you done this before?
Don't you think Athena should know what her spy master is like?
No, she cannot. I am a lost and cursed thing. No idol. If Lady Athena should learn the truth... I hope you find what you seek, pretty muse. And that we meet again someday. And sing a different song.
Still kind of feel bad. She was a victim too.
Pondering the big question, Grace. Do we actually believe her?
It's too obvious. We're missing something. Yep. Well, we've been going with the clever responses so far, so we're going with that.
Seems a little obvious, doesn't it? If Medusa wanted to eat Calliope, why didn't she?
Well, you got away. Maybe Calliope did too.
So Medusa stabbed her? And then ran off hoping Athena wouldn't find out? Now, Medusa's fear was real. She just doesn't want to be blamed.
So, the hunt continues? Great. More adventures for me then.
Oh, Freddy. You were awesome.
Would you really have tried to burn Medusa's face off? With an aerosol can?
Hell yeah! One hint of googly eyes and...
What would I do without you?
You'll never need to answer that question, Grace.
And we're back to Pan again.
Oh, if it isn't, the lovely Grace?
You knew. Right from the start, you knew Calliope was there that night.
Well, yes. She asked for the key and I gave it to her, no questions asked. I told you I didn't know what happened to Calliope, and that's the truth.
Oh my god, yeah, that's crazy.
So I nudged you.
I thought his voice sounded familiar. What aren't you telling me?
So you were what? Just trying to be helpful? You still aren't telling me something.
What possible reason would I have to?
Tell me right now.
Medusa learned that Calliope was going to the reliquary because I told her. Now, before you say anything, I had no idea of the fate awaiting our dear muse. And you yourself said Medusa was not responsible. I simply had to know if I'd inadvertently, rather innocently...
You sold her out? I don't believe you. If you sold her... Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Sold her out.
She came to you for help, and you gave her whereabouts to the highest bidder.
I am trying to help, Grace. In my way.
What do you mean, in my way? What way is that?
The way where I don't take all the blame.
What else will I discover, Pan? I'd rather learn it now than later.
I wish I could tell you, Grace. I truly do.
Dang nabbit, Pan. You're not making this easy. I guess you should talk to Persephone. It's been a while. Let's see what Persephone's take on all this is.
Oh, back already, are you? It's just as well. I've asked around, called in some favors, just enough to get an idea of what all the idols are currently up to. Much as I'm loath to admit it, I'm back to thinking Pan may be our prime suspect after all.
You changed your mind about him?
Why Pan? I thought you'd rejected him as a suspect.
I did. It doesn't seem like his style. Pan has always preferred scheming over direct confrontation. But the thing is, how did he know about you so quickly? What does he hope to gain by sticking his nose in?
A favor or two, I guess.
Half the idols owe him a favor or two. No, he's up to something else.
Yeah.
Until
Persephone
I know
is
what it
definitely
I
mommy.
can't discount the possibility that he's involved in all this.
You might be right about Pan. I thought it could be Medusa, but now I'm not so sure.
So my sources are correct. You have been running around doing things on your own.
Yeah, maybe I should bring you up to date.
Oof, you've been busy. It's good work, Grace, but that business with Medusa could have gone very badly.
I should have brought you. Oh, yes. No, I love this adaptation so much. Again, every part of me wants to click this button right now, but I keep getting the impression that's a bad idea. I needed to do it.
I know, but let's focus on the important part of the story.
Which is that if you believe what she says, Medusa appears to be exonerated.
And that brings us back to Pan.
I want to send you to a party, Grace, one Aphrodite is holding.
Ah, there it is.
Eros know Pan perhaps better than anyone. If you go, it'll give you a chance to find out what he's really up to.
Romancing any Greek god is a danger. It's like royalty. I mean, that is true. Why can't you talk to Aphrodite?
Better than I do. Can't you talk to her?
She and I don't get along.
Like how you and Apollo don't get along?
Even more intensely than that. I once said some things about her husband.
You've turned to court to become a constellation. I mean, sure.
Suffice it to say, if I showed up at Aphrodite's party, revealing Pan's secrets would be the last thing on her mind.
Why a party?
Why a party? Couldn't I just go wherever she lives and ask her?
You could, but if you go to this party, she'll be grateful. She holds it from time to time and always asked Calliope to attend, but Calliope never would. You can put two and two together. A grateful Aphrodite might be willing to tell you what Pan is really up to.
One wild party with a goddess of love coming up.
Oh boy.
It's less of a wild party and more of a somber affair.
You mean like a cocktail party?
Let me put it this way. Apollo will likely be there.
Gotcha. Expectations of fun downgraded considerably. I'll let you know what I find.
Aphrodite's party. All right. We'll stick around long enough to be able to get through this, because it seemed like this was something you were looking forward to, and also I'm admittedly curious. So off to the party we go. Opportunity fan, the nymph afraid the guy out to save her and into a plant.
Bunch of
Enter the plant to the panpipes.
Grace
I
totally
mean,
not dressed for the occasion. Check. Now, if only I knew what I was supposed to be doing here.
Hello, Grace.
Apollo, do you ever wear a shirt?
Hi.
To be honest, I'm surprised to see you here.
Persephone said I should come to this. Whatever this is.
Persephone didn't tell you? Why am I not surprised?
I did look at trigger warnings. I just didn't specifically try to reference what they were referring to. I just looked at them to just be aware of what they were. Doesn't sound good.
Persephone said Aphrodite could help me and that she'd be grateful I came. That's it.
Persephone's not wrong, but that's not the entire story. You don't have any of Calliope's memories, right? No deja vu recollections that aren't your own?
No. Should I have?
Not right away. For a while, you won't remember anything. We call it the veil. In time, the veil will start to lift, slowly at first, but eventually you'll remember almost everything Calliope did.
What happened to me? Or what happens to me? That's like a good question.
There's gotta be a lot of memories. She was what, 1,000 years old?
More than that. Much more.
Then what happens to me in my piddly 20-something years? It can't be good.
Eventually, it's like a flood. It becomes difficult to separate what's you and what's them, and all who came before them.
Will I become Calliope?
You're saying I won't be me. I won't be Grace.
Right? No,
Calling
absolutely.
myself Calliope.
There's some great voice actors in this.
Eventually, most of us do, but most of us were chosen and prepared.
And I didn't choose this.
I understand. Take some time to let it sink in. If you like, we can talk about it later.
What does this have to do with the party?
Aphrodite hasn't been the same since we came to the New World. She has horrific memories of what she endured during the war. Passing on her eidolon is a way to forget, for a while. That's what this party is for.
Aphrodite's gonna die?
When you say she's gonna pass on her eidolon, you mean...
She's going to die, yes, and pass her soul on to a chosen successor.
In front of everyone?
We're here to help, Grace. To make it easier for Aphrodite to do what she feels she must. We're here to say goodbye. At least for a while.
Oh man. Well, that's rough.
This isn't the first time Aphrodite's done this. She's held this kind of gathering before, right?
This is her fourth, I think, perhaps fifth.
So every time the veil, whatever you call it, when it starts to lift...
Aphrodite's memories return, and eventually it is too much. We gather to pay our respects and to honor the past. While she still remembers it.
Jesus. Calliope didn't approve?
Wait. Persephone said Calliope always refused to come to these parties.
She refused on principle. Everything Calliope did was on principle. She believed Aphrodite was indulging her sadness, wallowing in it. She thought Aphrodite should try harder. It was a point of contention between them. Aphrodite will be grateful you're here. Trust me.
Do you support
Do
this?
you support what Aphrodite is doing here?
It's not my choice to make, Grace.
Yeah, but you must have an opinion.
Eventually you will remember what we experienced during the war. And eventually you will remember that what Aphrodite experienced was far worse. If this is the mercy she requires, I will not tell her she should not take it.
All right. Which version of Grace are we here? Because I don't like this, really. I don't like this idea at all. But maybe Grace gets it? I don't know. Because, like, I get it. But this also feels like a very band-aid solution to processing what... I don't know. We do lack context. Because, like, I get it, but at least without any further context, everything that I'm seeing is this seems like a band-aid solution that is avoiding processing what actually happened to allow any form of healing. But again, I don't know enough about what's going on. Right, and that's the thing, is that I don't really feel like I'm judging. It's more just like, I don't know enough about what's going on, but just based on what little I know, this doesn't seem like the right approach. I don't know. I feel like based on how logical everything has been for Grace up until now, I feel like Grace would have said, I don't like this.
I don't know, Apollo. I don't like the whole idea.
You want her help, don't you?
Yes, but...
At least speak with Aphrodite before you make a final decision.
That's fair.
She's not here just yet. Until she arrives, I suggest mingling.
Mingling?
Yeah, mingling. Talk to Eros. Or we can talk...
I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together on that and think about which one they are referring to in particular.
Sure, yeah. Relax. That's what this party is for, right?
Because, like, a couple come to mind, but, like, I'm not necessarily connecting the dots specifically. Let's talk to Eros first, I guess. Yeah, no kidding. Although, Eros has that lovely harness.
Grace.
Hey, Eros. Nice to...
It'll be spelled out in a minute. Oh, hi. Big hugs.
Oh, okay.
Aphrodite will be so happy you're here. It means so much, you have no idea.
Are you okay? Or so I'm told. Are you okay, sir?
Are you okay? You seem a bit...
Every time she does this, I don't know how to handle it. I almost want to run upstairs and demand she stop. Remind her that this never works. Sorry, I shouldn't unload on you. It's been a bad week.
It's mostly just the harness that does it for me. Like, I want that harness. This happens a lot.
From the sounds of it, this happens a lot.
Every 20 years or so. That's how long she can hold out until she just can't stand it anymore. Every time, Aphrodite forgets. At least for a while. But I don't. I remember everything.
And that's the hard part too, is that what you're also putting everyone else through.
Remember the war's over. And now I'm arranging her gathering again, so she can die again. And I'll watch it all again.
What happened to Aphrodite?
Is it okay if I ask what happened? I don't mean to pry, but I'm new. I really don't know.
Seriously, no. Truly.
It happened to Aphrodite, not me. It's not my story to tell.
If I know what she was dealing with, I might be able to help.
Could you? I suppose it wouldn't hurt. What happened is that Brother Ares happened. He missed out on the first world-spanning war, you see, so he was damned
World
if he
War
missed
II.
out on the
Okay.
next one. He found some jackbooted mortals so full of themselves and their supremacy, and he told them about the idols. Then they came for us. Took us completely by surprise. Some they killed, but Aphrodite, her they captured.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Did Aphrodite escape?
Aphrodite was captured, but she's here now. So she must have escaped.
She didn't. Do you know the name Hephaestus?
Uh-huh.
Wasn't he a smith of some kind? Giant hammer, lived in a mountain?
Some of that is mortal fancy, but yes. He was Aphrodite's husband, and he adored her beyond reason. When he found out the mortals were torturing her, he went mad. He was determined to save her.
Wait, they tortured her?
Nothing extreme, I'm told. They were too frightened, but they were also determined to wring every last secret out of her. So, who knows how long that fear would have lasted. Thus, Hephaestus made a deal.
With the, jackbooted guys.
No, with their enemies. That's what saved her.
Ares was a freaking Nazi. I mean, honestly, that doesn't surprise me. Ares has always been kind of a dick, but, like, this is next level.
Then this deal is how Aphrodite survived.
It's how we all survived. It's what brought us to the new world. Hephaestus saved us all. We never saw him again. That was the deal. He would leave, make their precious weapons, and never look back.
Jesus.
Aphrodite never even got to say goodbye. It's funny, because Aphrodite didn't even like Hephaestus when they were married. She seemed to resent every minute they were together. But now he's all she can think about.
There's no other way.
Is there no other way? Does Aphrodite really need to...
To die? I've asked that so many times. She's tried magic, drugs, psychotherapy, meditation, everything we could possibly think of. For a while, she'll deny anything's wrong. It all seems fine, and I start to hope. Maybe this time will be different. Then the nightmares begin, and the memories return. More with each passing day until... I hate it, but I see her agony. I can't deny her this.
Knowing that the main writer of the Creative Dragon Age also made and wrote this helps make... Oh, absolutely. Isn't this like suicide?
Maybe I just don't understand, but... Isn't this... like suicide?
Some of the idols have committed suicide. They let themselves die without passing on their eidolon.
What happens?
What you'd expect. They're gone. Forever. Mother says she can't do that. She won't. Not until she sees Hephaestus again, I suspect. Not that what's happening here is anything casual. She still has to die. For a while.
You don't seem to approve. I want to stop this, but I think we're going off of what he thinks, I think, right now.
You sound like you don't approve of what Aphrodite's doing.
What I want is for her to not hurt anymore. What I want is for this to end. She'll ask you to use your power as part of the celebration. Could you use it to inspire her?
I can't force anyone to do anything they don't want to, Eros.
That's not what I'm asking. I believe that deep down, she doesn't want to do this any longer.
Okay.
She must see it isn't working.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that as generational trauma. Absolutely.
Or I hope that's all she needs.
I'll do my best.
I'll try, if you think it'll do some good.
I don't know if it will. I just find it hard to believe it could get any worse.
Famous last words.
Tell me about it. Do whatever you think is right, Grace. And thank you.
Let's talk to Apollo a little more before we wait for Aphrodite.
I know all these people, Grace. For as long as I can remember, I've known them. Yet sometimes I feel like I don't know any of them at all. Or they me.
You don't seem comfortable.
You don't enjoy these family gatherings, do you?
Are they family gatherings? Like the sort mortals have?
You call each other sister?
He really does. He really does look like a
Mother.
Backstreet Boy.
Well, yes, but...
And you've been together like 100 times longer than I lived with my family. All you're missing is a drunk uncle everyone has to apologize for.
That would be Pan. But yes, I feel very much out of place.
Why is that?
Why is that exactly? Wouldn't you feel more like you belonged after 1,000 years together?
Is your assumption that all those centuries bring great wisdom?
Don't they?
We get older. We have more to forget. We hold grudges longer, but wiser. No. Not so far.
Do I share with him that Eros wants us to stop? Because I feel like he's probably not comfortable with it either. I think maybe if we get more people involved, maybe this can become a collaborative effort. I'm thinking I let him in on this. I think I let him in.
I spoke to Eros. He's pretty broken up over all this.
Oh, poor Eros. Each new successor, his hopes rise up once more. And then he watches the new Aphrodite crumble.
Yeah, an intervention of sorts is what I'm thinking, yeah.
Only to start all over again. It's so different from the olden days. Once he was the eternal disaster, and Aphrodite kept constant vigil over him.
Maybe he feels like he owes her.
I think he's followed her into a dark void, and somewhere, deep down, believes he deserves no better.
I should get back out there.
Wait, why is there still a talk to Apollo? Is there more to say?
Back again.
I should get back out there.
Oh, okay. Just wait for Aphrodite then. Here we go. Let's see what happens. She could hold on for 20 years. I guess that means at least 4. Yep.
Having you all here, gathered once again to see me off, it moves me. More than I can say. My loves, my darlings, my dearest friends. And you. Oh, my dear sweet thing. I dare not hope that you, with all your troubles, might sing me to my sleep. Yet here you are. Yet here she is. Huh.
Nice to meet you again.
It's lovely to meet you, Aphrodite. Properly, this time.
Ah, yes. Poor Calliope. Such a loss to us all. I shall miss her dearly. To have come so far, only... No, it doesn't bear thinking about. It's too much.
Is this Grace, my lady? The new muse?
Oh! What manners I have. Grace, Grace, meet the lovely mortal woman who shall tonight become the new me.
Hi, my name's Venus, and yes, it really is Venus.
Oh, I believe
nice to
it.
meet you, Grace.
You were chosen?
Hi. I have to admit, it'll be weird watching this happen the proper way.
Because I'm chosen?
Yeah. I wasn't. Not like this, anyhow.
Yeah. Lady Aphrodite told me. I'm so sorry. That sounds awful.
There will be so much time for you lovelies to speak later. Now, we must prepare for my departure.
Are you sure we can't talk first? I really need your help, Aphrodite.
I know you do, my dear. I wish I could be there for you, but I'm afraid my time is up. But since you've shown such kindness in coming, I will ask Eros to make himself available to you afterwards. There's nothing I know that he does not. He is my son, my truest friend, my longest love.
Won't he be a little distracted?
Eros has been through this before, Grace. He knows what must be done.
I want to talk you out of this, or tell me what my role is. How blunt do we be here? I feel like if we're gonna go the intervention route, we kind of have to do the, we might have to kind of do the blunt approach here. Yeah, it is kind of a Cosmo Wanda thing going on. I totally agree. Yeah, this is touchy, like... I want to follow through on what Eros's wish is, but like... I don't know if the blunt approach will do it. Maybe we have to take the more subtle approach and go with tell me what my role is, and maybe we go from there. Maybe that's it. We have to work our way into it, because her mind's kind of made up right now. But at the same time... This is tough. This is a tough call. No, I totally agree. This is just... Tough decisions are always tough. Oh, no. You're totally fine. I completely understand. Ugh. I feel like Grace has been pretty blunt up until now. I think I'm going to be blunt. I'll talk you out of this.
I was hoping I could talk you out of it, actually. Oh, forgive my saying so, but you seem fine.
Yes, it might seem that way. Well, tell me, Grace, why should I let you try to talk me out of this,
Do it for Eros, because this doesn't help. She did call Eros my one love. Eros might be a strong motivator. And because this doesn't help... Is Eros gonna be a strong enough motivator for her, or do we just go with the blunt, it doesn't help? We're going with clever Grace. This isn't heart Grace, this is clever Grace. I think clever Grace is gonna go with it doesn't help. I'm leaning towards do it for Eros, but I think we're going with it doesn't help.
You must know this isn't working. How many times have you done this? Has it gotten any better?
Better? I do not remember what better feels like. I remember many things. I remember virtue.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Heroism, even love. All of it eclipsed by the memories of pain. But tonight is not about becoming better. It's about respite from the pain. And honoring the memory of what was. Go, enjoy the gathering, Grace. Tell me when you're ready to begin.
Should have talked to Eros. Let's talk to Venus.
I should apologize, Grace. Saying that I was chosen like I'm somehow more special, I really didn't mean it that way. I hope you can... I'm sorry. It looks like I'll be doing that a lot. Lady Aphrodite said I'm ready, but I don't know.
Ooh, and now Venus has hesitations too.
Having second thoughts? If so, now's probably the time to mention it.
I would never do that to Lady Aphrodite. I'm just nervous.
That's understandable.
If I can ask, what does it feel like after it happens? Do you feel different?
I'm inclined to agree, Link, but I think that's the thing that makes this so nuanced and so, like, tough, because yes, in some ways, I 100% agree. It does feel like it leans more towards assisted endings, as you say. But on the other hand, there's also another element to it going the other direction as well. It does seem to lean more towards the second option, but it's also not necessarily doing it for the sake of like just ending pain. It also seems like running away from something. Yo, Sir Relder! Oh my god! Hello there, friends! So lovely to see you here, friends. We got ourselves a raid. An absolute delight to have you all in here. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome on in. Thank you for that lovely raid. Welcome on in, friends. We are playing some Stray Gods, the musical, this lovely quasi-dating sim, also blended with some musical storytelling in a visual novel type format. It's been wonderful. It's been fun. It's all kinds of delightful stuff. It's been quite the ride. Hope you all are doing well. Yes, it is a little bit loud. I need to adjust the volume on that just a bit. But yes, welcome on in, my friends. Sir Reldar, it's an absolute delight to have you here. Thank you for sharing your community with us. I hope you had yourselves a lovely stream. What were you all up to today? Let me give another shout out here to Sir Reldar. Yes, dating sim with musical storytelling and Greek gods to boot. Living among mortals. It's all kinds of wonderful things. Sir Relder is your go-to streamer for a wholesome, family-friendly time. They're currently on a Nancy Drew kick, solving mysteries and probably failing at video games along the way. Expect lots of first playthroughs, no spoilers, and a cool kid stable vibe. I love it. An old Nancy Drew game. That sounds awesome. How does that playing out? Are you finishing up with it, or are you still pretty early on in it? How's the pathway going along on it? I hope it's been a good venture so far. Although to that note, if you need to do any of your taking care of yourself, you just got finished making amazing content. If you need to do some post-stream self-care, take care of yourself and all that stuff, please, by all means do so. But love to have you here. Love to have you hang out with us and come along for the ride. I will offer, and yes, as has been mentioned, I will offer a slight trigger warning. We are in a section of this game that is covering a slightly sensitive topic. We are having some themes that, as the trigger warning is it is going around assisted life ending, potentially leading into some potential suicide references. So it is getting a little bit heavy here. There is some heavy stuff here, but overall, it is definitely a fun game, and it's definitely been handling it very well in a very respectful way. But I just want to throw that out there for all y'all coming in here so that there are no surprises along the way. But for those of you who don't know me, hi everyone, I'm Eddie. I'm your humble discount bard, your low-key entertainment for this evening. Yes, death, suicide, death, adulation, World War II. There's a couple of little triggers to be aware of in here, but I'm a TTRPG streamer, voice artist, actor, full-time silly person, and do all kinds of variety content over here. Today we're doing this. It's my post-birthday stream. It was my birthday yesterday, and so we decided to do a nice little stream back after a little while, blending all things queer and all things musical, because guess what? These are the kinds of things that we're here for. So if y'all are ready for a continuation on this ride on this story, please by all means stick around. But yes, do be aware of those trigger warnings. And Sir Elder, if you need to take care of yourself, please absolutely do so. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Lovely to have you here. Thank you for the raid, and thank you for sharing your community with us. So for those of y'all who are sticking around, please come on in and enjoy the ride. And yes, Sir Elder, if you need to take care of yourself, please do so. Otherwise, happy to have you here. Come hang out with us. Let's see, what was it? The last question was, did it change you? Happened so fast? Not really, no. I was terrified. It happened so fast is probably the best way I'd answer that one.
I'm not sure. It happened so fast, I didn't know what to think. Calliope died, and then all this happened.
You didn't remember anything? About her? Who she was? She was just gone?
Yeah. Isn't that the point of all this?
I just wanted to be sure. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it could be real.
Let's see. How do you know Aphrodite? You okay with all this? Is your name really Venus?
Your name's really Venus, huh?
It's pretty convenient.
Everybody asks me that. Even the other idols. Maybe that's why Lady Aphrodite noticed me in the first place. She says it was fated to be. I say it's because my mama was a diehard hippie.
I know mine too. Played a lot of them 15, 20 years ago. Had a huge bundle on Steam once that included a bunch I never played. Honestly, that's something I need to be doing myself too. I have so many games in my Steam library that are just collecting dust I need to get to at one point, which this ended up being kind of one of them, which is why I hopped on it. But I do love that. I love getting a chance to play some catch up on those and getting through some of those titles.
How do you know Aphrodite exactly?
So I was working at this homeless shelter, right? A couple of years ago, and she came in with one of the older residents. And she was there in this, like, amazing dress. And she's sitting with this guy and really listening to him. Like, they were old friends or something. I just thought, what is someone like her doing in a place like this? So, I just went over and introduced myself.
That's it? Just like that?
Yeah. She came back to the shelter a few times, but by then, I guess she'd taken an interest in me instead.
So far, it's been a boatload of fun. Tonight's the first time. Looking forward to more in the coming weeks. That's always a good sign. Love that. Absolutely love that. Also, look out for the stream sale of games. Oh yeah, absolutely got to keep an eye out on those. But then again, that's also how they get you. That's how I wound up with a giant library of games. Is that what is it? The meme? It's like, hey, another Steam sale's happening again. No, Dad, no! Don't let me spend more money on Steam games. But this is how it goes.
Are you really okay with all this? You know what's gonna happen, right?
I saw a lot of people in crisis at the shelter. I knew something was wrong with Lady Aphrodite. She's in so much pain, Grace. She won't let you see how much. Errol's called me one night desperate. She wouldn't stop screaming.
I mean, you're not wrong.
She didn't know where she was. She's a good person, Grace. A good soul. She deserves mercy.
I don't feel comfortable saying this is wrong. This is tough. This is really, really tough.
You probably need to get ready. I shouldn't keep you.
No. This is Lady Aphrodite's big night, not mine.
It'll be yours later, won't it?
Yeah. I guess it will.
Talk to Apollo. God, this is so rough.
Back again.
Aphrodite won't help me.
I don't think I'll have a chance to talk to Aphrodite. Not before,
Not surprising. Surely Persephone must have realized that.
How? She's never been to one of these things. Anyway, I'm not sure what I'd do now.
You have two choices, Grace. Either you do as she asks and sing her to her rest,
At which point Venus won't have Aphrodite's memories yet.
or you somehow convince her to remain with us and Hope she's grateful.
And doesn't regret it. Or get angry at me for ruining her party.
Do what you feel is right. It's a risk either way.
Have you met
Have
Venus?
you spoken with Venus? She seems really...
Nice, earnest, a genuinely good person.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's not an accident. Ever since the war, Aphrodite has sought out the kindest, the most innocent souls to be her successors. She chooses them because she believes that over time, it might make her a better person. A more worthy person.
Wouldn't it be better if she chose people who were, I don't know, more resilient?
I suppose that depends on your definition of strength, Grace.
I should get back out there.
You look at it, yeah, honestly, and that's the other part of it as well, is that she's bringing someone else into the mix, which is the other part of this that makes me go, if it was just about her, it'd be one thing. But, like, she's bringing someone else into this, and that's kind of the other part of it that makes me uncomfortable, too.
I have tried so hard, fought for so long, but in the end, I must bid you all farewell once again. But before I go, I would like us all to remember the sacrifices that brought us here, to this strange new world. This time, it is with the help of our lovely muse that we shall be guided. We let them rise. We let it happen. We waited far too long. We thought we shouldn't intervene. We were wrong. We were wrong. Since the beginning we were hidden. We held court from up above. 'Twas the golden age of reason, and I the queen of love. But a plague of hate was spreading, and there were vultures standing by. Before we fell to our knees begging, we fell from the sky. We let them rise, we let it happen. We
Oh God, this is heavy.
too long. We thought we shouldn't intervene. We were wrong. We were wrong. We sought shelter from the shadows, but were soon ripped from the dark. Those mortal souls that ended us were jealous from the start. They hunted me for power to fuel their psychopathic cause. And once they fell before me and worshipped all I was, they chased me down and threw me in a cage, held me prisoner for so long. I thought I'd win their hearts again.
Focus on her survival.
I was wrong. I see you have the power. It's a poisonous reward. My virtues only scorn me when I was once adored. Loved by every mortal, then ripped from paradise. No one suffered greater till he made his sacrifice. The man that I ignored saved me when I
Yeah, I put two and two together on that,
yes, the husband I abhorred
because that was the deal.
rescued me from hell. I thought it was a joke when it was said to me. He struck a deal with our enemy's enemy, made a secret weapon so my captors let me go. He gave up his freedom, leaving just a memory. This love I'll never know is what he gave to me.
I have big doubts about this.
I can see everything, it's interesting why you feel so blue. Because of the horror show from long ago, there ain't no getting through. A husband who sacrificed and paid the price for you to be free. Wherever he is right now, you'd think somehow that...
Excuse me.
Sorry, I'm on a roll. I don't pretend to know the mind of a god. That's something I never thought I'd say. I'm not the only one here who wants to know. Is leaving now the only way to go?
I'm confused. Who are you? Thank you for sharing, little one. You're 80 years overdue. Now take your seat, you've had your fun. I think you'll find I'm a god. Making note of the staggering lack of help. And so no matter what you think you know, this ceremony is the only way to go.
Listen to Apollo.
Aphrodite, I know just what you mean. The pain has brought me so low. There's no end in sight.
Intervention time.
If you can't move on, you got to move on. If we can't move on, you got to move on. If you can't move on, you got to move on.
You need to live.
I'm stunned by the arrogance, but eloquent sparks something in me. If you honestly can promise me all the help I need, I'll be the kind of a god you'll worship and adore like before. Thank you, Venus, a brilliant cameo.
And together we will face it, 'cause forgetting won't erase it. Moving on's the only way to go. The only way to
Mother, is it true? You've chosen to...
Live. I have chosen to live.
Nice. We got there.
I'm so sorry, Venus. I made you so many promises, dearest, and I won't be able to keep them.
My lady, all I ever wanted was for you to be happy. If this is your wish, I'll be with you at every step.
I as well. Always.
I hope none of us regret this choice in the days to come. But thank you.
You went all green and ended up being... Yeah, I can imagine that one being a tearjerker if you ended up going all green. I was really torn trying to go, like, which route do I go here that doesn't end up pushing her in the wrong direction? If this is worse, this will work out. This will work out. You promised to help me. You promised to help me.
I really don't want to press, but you had said before that we could talk afterwards.
I don't think this is the time to talk...
It's fine, my love. I owe Grace so much, and her need is great. No doubt regarding Calliope's death? Have you any suspicions as to who might be responsible?
Someone at the reliquary, I thought we'd just say. I have a theory. I'm curious. We have a theory. I'm not sure I know what the theory is, but let's go with it.
Exactly, but it has to be an idol. one with influence.
Oh? What makes you think that?
It had to be someone who knew Calliope and wanted her gone, with enough knowledge and power to fool the chorus. It also had to be someone who could get into the reliquary and attack her there, right under the noses of both Hecate and the Minotaur.
Calliope came to see us that night. She was agitated, frightened even, but she wouldn't explain why.
She said she had a plan. That must have been the reliquary.
Imagine if the culprit changed every playthrough. Is that a thing? Because if that's actually a thing, that's nuts. Why wasn't this mentioned?
You saw her? Why wasn't this mentioned earlier?
Well, we knew something was wrong. We were concerned, but not enough to intervene. If only we'd known she intended to go to the reliquary. How on earth did she even get in?
She used the key, the one Pan gave her. When Calliope arrived, she dropped it. Then she laughed and said she'd better not lose it because Pan won't give me another key to the reliquary. I didn't know it was important.
Well, there's your help, Grace. I can't give you any better.
Come now, Mother. It's time you rested. It's been a long night.
If I don't, I suppose you'll both gang up on me again. Very well.
Broke the cycle of rebirth and convinced her to live.
Helpful?
He might be innocent. It makes no sense. It seems so.
I gave him every opportunity to tell me. He said he didn't know what happened to Calliope.
Just because he gave her the key doesn't necessarily make that a lie.
Doesn't it? I thought you suspected him. What side are you on?
I'm not on any side. I'm just trying to be objective. Are you all right, Grace? You seem troubled.
I'm thinking about Calliope's memories.
What you said earlier about Calliope's memories coming back.
That wasn't how I wanted you to find out. I'm sorry. If I might suggest, speak with Persephone about it when you get a chance. It might be good for you.
You think she could help? Persephone?
Persephone and I have our problems, but I can't deny she is insightful. She'll surprise you.
I might do that. Thanks.
I should apologize for my outburst at the underworld. Being around my family brings out the worst in me, I'm afraid. It's why I avoid them whenever possible, and why I should have resisted getting dragged into all this.
All this?
What do you mean, all this? Saving my life? Helping find your friend's murderer?
When we met, I said I would just make things worse. And I was right.
You haven't. Even if you had, isn't now the time to fix it?
Give my regards to Persephone when you see her.
Apollo is so broody.
Apollo. Always so dramatic.
See? Like I said.
Well done, by the way. You may be the very first person ever to talk sense into Aphrodite.
You kept things from me.
Why didn't you tell me what it was really all about?
The party? Or the veil lifting, and Calliope's memories eventually returning?
Yeah, either.
It's not something you can prepare for. I thought this was the best way. I remember the last time I passed on my Eidolon. 1952. I was married to, well, I'd say you'd call him a gangster. More of a thug, A mean, vicious little thug. Persephone saved me from him. Tore his head clean off.
Damn.
But not before he fired a shotgun into her chest.
USBs for souls. I mean, I guess.
Whatever.
Do you remember her?
Do you remember who you were before?
I still am her. Chastity, that is. You can see why I switched names. I remember being disgusted I was ever that weak. I mean, Persephone made me strong. But it never really goes away. We all have our sordid history, our personal horrors, building up like sediment around our souls. You can't let it bury you, Grace. You are the only one who can keep your head afloat.
Again, I want to. I want to so bad, but no.
Okay, yeah. Good to know. Thanks.
At any rate, it's good that you found out about Pan. I can't say I'm surprised. Perhaps you'll want to talk to him, but either way, give me some time to plan our next move. Meanwhile, whatever you get up to, do be careful.
Been around for quite some time, yes. Time to head back home for now. Guess. We are a little bit past time right now, so as much as I would like to go and continue, I think that is going to have to be a point to go ahead and call things to a close right there. Because we are already almost an hour past time. So alas, that is going to be where we call things for tonight. Before I get locked into something else, because I know I will get locked in. Because this has been an absolute delight so far, and I'm so excited to see more of what happens. So definitely, yes, all y'all, thank you so much for being here and for joining me on this journey and helping me do a little post-birthday celebration. Yes, absolutely. Pleasure meeting all the new folks who came in here, so thank you so much for coming on in. I'm too far from the end to sprint, so it's a good choice. Yeah, that's valid. So y'all, if you want to keep up to date on when we're going to go ahead and continue our adventure, please go ahead and follow me on the socials, everywhere at Discount Bard. You can also go ahead and pop on into the Discord if you want to keep updates there. That's also where we get into all of our various chats and if we want to play games and all that other fun stuff. So please check those things out and see what we're up to and keep up on all the various shenanigans that we are getting involved in. Thank you all so much for being here. I know, and speaking of choices, I know you have many choices in entertainment. It always humbles me from the bottom of my heart that you let me be your Discount Bard. As I said, follow me on the socials, follow me on Discord, and see when our next stream is going to be scheduled. I'll try to keep you all up to date. I've been really bad at scheduling lately. I will try to get more on top of that, but send y'all send some love to Coral. Have a good night, and I'll see you all next time.